All praise to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem HaKadosh. Double honor to the apostle of great millstone that teaches us the truth. Much love and appreciation to all that can preaching the truth and sincerity out there. Shalom to the hopefully elect. The title of this lesson is Woe unto you. Woe ye women that are at ease, right? Woe unto you, women that are at ease. Because the easiness is gonna be taken away pretty soon. The easiness is going out the door soon. It's not because it's easy now. Victual shall be good and cheap upon earth, that they might think themselves to be in good cases. But it shall not be. It shall not be. But let's watch this first video right there. And thank you to this brother, through an information. He always brings really good content that we can always profit from. Get some good information there, and a lot of stuff is good stuff. So let's play.
Just had the third incident in a week of people being shot for accidentally going to the wrong place. This time it's two high school cheerleaders mistaking their car in a parking lot for another, with one having to be airlifted to the hospital. It happened around 12:15 a.m. yesterday morning in the parking lot of HEB in Elgin, Texas. Four girls who usually carpool together, making a 360-mile round trip for practice several times a week, went back to the parking lot to get their own cars. It is believed, and captured on surveillance footage, that one of the girls, Heather Roth, opened the door of a car she thought was hers when she saw 25-year-old Pedro Telo Rodriguez Jr. sitting in the passenger seat. Roth, quickly realizing, retreated back to the original car. Rodriguez then got out and approached the girl's car. Roth then rolled down her window to apologize, but seeing Rodriguez had a gun, they started to drive away, with Rodriguez opening fire. The suspect fired 5 times, with an HEB manager witnessing the altercation. While Roth was grazed by a bullet, Peyton Washington was shot in the leg and back. Washington is currently in the ICU, with multiple organs being damaged and having her spleen removed. She also has multiple surgeries ahead. This is the third incident in a week. Ralph Yarl was shot by 84-year-old Andrew Lester after ringing the doorbell of the wrong house when he went to pick up his twin brothers. And in the same week, 65-year-old Kevin Monahan shot 20-year-old Kaylin Gillis to death after she turned into the wrong driveway. The suspect in the cheerleader case has been arrested and is facing third-degree felony count of deadly conduct. And a GoFundMe has been set up for Peyton Washington to help cover medical expenses. Here's the cover page, and I'll put a link on my IG.
See? Isaiah 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vantage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon thy loins. See? It's not going to be a fun time, right? It's not going to be a fun time. And we know that the time is it's going to get even harder, right? It's even going to be the time of Jacob's trouble. But if ye are faithful, ye shall be saved out of it, right? Let's watch another video from the same brother again, and then a couple more verses.
A few years ago, my oldest daughter had to take a DNA test for school just to figure out ancestry. During the DNA test, she came to me very, very sad because apparently me and her were not related. I was like, huh? When she told me this, I had to keep a straight face because the immediate shock was just wild. Then I decided to go with her to get a paternity test done. When we got the paternity test done, it was also concluded that I was not her father. At this point, I was shocked. I've had 4 kids with my wife, and she was the oldest, and I needed to see how far this rabbit hole went. I told her to not let her mother know that.
You see? That's what all the narratives of everything in this world is pushing. Adultery, fornication, everything, all vices, all type of vices and stuff. They push it, they glorify it, and the music and everything. So let's go couple other verses, and then we'll go back into the video again. Okay, so 2nd Ezra 16, right? Let's go, let's start with verse 1. Woe be unto you, be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Egypt is another way to say Babylon, and Syria, Asia. So it's different many other places, and we know that those events that we're gonna be reading right now, it's gonna be a worldwide event. It's not gonna be just in one spot in the world, right? So okay, so gird up yourself with cloth of sack and hair. Be well, you children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is among you. A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May many men drive away a hungry lion in the wood? The answer, we know that it's no. If a lion is really hungry and there's many men, it's just gonna eat many men, unless you got really big weapon and stuff. But if it's just many men, see, the answer is no. Or may anyone quench the fire stubble when it had begun to burn? We know that when there's forest fire and stuff, nobody can turn that off. They can try with helicopters, with whatever chemical and stuff. You just go, get out the way and then just let it burn, right? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? No. The mighty Lord sent the plague, and who is he that can drive them away? Nobody. A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? No one. He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? Everybody will be afraid. All the wicked will be afraid, right? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence, right? The earth quaking, and the foundation thereof, right? The earth quaking, and the foundation thereof, the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep. This is talking about tsunami. There's gonna be some tsunami going on, especially when those when it a couple verses up, when he says that when and when an arrow has been shot by a strong archer, who may turn it away? Those arrows are the nuclear weapons. So now those, when they fall into the sea and stuff like that, they're gonna be shaking it and make some big tsunamis, right? And waves of it are trouble, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power, right? For strong is the right hand that bent the bow. See, it talks about that bow again, those arrows again. Those are the nuclear weapons, the weapon of his indignation. His arrows that he shoot are sharp and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot in the ends of the world. See? Shoot a arrow from one end of the world to the other end, right? Nobody. It's different. You can tell that those arrows can be shot on one end of the world and reach anywhere, right? Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth, right? So let's go back onto the video again, and then we're gonna keep on going, and from number 15, verses 15, right?
This rabbit hole went. I told her to not let her mother know that we know this information, and then I went to my next oldest child. Not mine. I went to the one below that. Not mine. And then I decided to stop there because the youngest child is so young that this may directly affect them, and they don't really understand what's going on anyway. So I didn't even want to go into that rabbit hole, but when I got the information, I immediately was like, let me go talk to my wife about this. So, like always, she didn't take responsibility or any type of accountability, and she said, how are you going to believe your wife over these tests? I was like, are you serious? Are you like, for real, for real? Like, is this really where you're going to go with this? Then she starts crying profusely and saying it was only one time. I didn't mean to do it. And I was like, it was only one time. Hey. And then I showed her that each one of the children aren't mine, with the exception of the youngest, as so I think. That's when it dawned on me that it was one time, multiple times, and then when we looked, each one of the children had different baby fathers, and somehow that made it even worse, because it wasn't just one person you was cheating on me with. This is a habitual thing with multiple different people that you probably don't know about, and I'm taking care of their kids. They're my kids. They're my kids. I've raised each and every one of them from a super young age, and they stood by me through this whole situation. But to think that she's not who she said she was, because up into that situation, I thought we had a great marriage. I thought we had a great life. I thought everything was going good. I thought that we were building together and already have built together. She is a stay-at-home mom that works on things that she wants to do. She takes care of the kids. She cooks. She cleans. She does everything that's needed inside of the relationship with me. Yet she didn't tell me that she wanted to go outside of the marriage. She didn't tell me that she wanted to do anything. Anyway, after finding out the information and getting her side of the story, I let her know I would need a couple of space. So I had rented a hotel for a couple of days, and I stayed in it. I stayed away, and it was all right. It was good, but I really missed my kids, and I wanted to see them. So after a couple of days, I was back inside the house, but I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't say anything to my wife. I didn't speak to her. She would try to talk to me and I would look away. I would take care of the kids. I would grab the kids, take them to the mall, do different things with them. And everything was I was just trying to figure things out. I was just trying to see how I could make our relationship work, or see if I need to separate and just take the kids myself. Like, I didn't know what to do, if I had any like legal rights to these individuals. Yeah, my name's on the birth certificate, but I'm not biologically theirs. I just wanted to figure things out, but I didn't even get that chance, because 6 days ago, she decided, other than taking any type of accountability, to have a hangout session with the chandelier.
A hangout session with the chandelier. Yep. She hung herself. But, oops. You know, what can you do, right? I mean, you know, all she did was just wickedness. Straight up wickedness, because the guy's just trying to do, you know, the right thing. Be a father, be a provider, be a good man. But she's just been, you know, screwing around. And that's what is promoted nowadays, you know, like with the dating market right now, the hookup culture, you know, all that stuff. This is just like devising iniquity, straight up wickedness everywhere, right? So anyways, okay, so let's go to verse 15. For the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like has an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, return not back backwards, right? We know that, whenever you shoot an arrow forward, it's never gonna come backwards, you know? Even so, the plague that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me. That's Ezra that's talking. Woe is me, woe is me. Who's gonna deliver me in those days? Because we all come back in the spirit. We all come back. Whoever is a prophet is gonna be a prophet again, right? That's just how it is, right? Okay. The beginning of sorrow and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of war, and the power shall stand in fear. For the beginning of evil, what shall I do when this evil shall come? That's what Ezra is asking him. He's asking what I'm gonna do when those evils shall come, because we need that protection, that divine protection from Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. We need that protection, especially the protection of our Lord Amashiach Yahushai, right? Behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. For all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, but increase. They're gonna increase their wickedness, actually. It's not like they're gonna not turn from their wickedness. We're just gonna take a break. We've been doing too much wickedness now and stuff. Let's ease down, ease up or something. No, they just let's increase the wickedness as much as we can. That's what they do. They devise iniquity day by day. They love it. And most of our people love it too, because whatever little profit that they can get out of it, they'll do it. But the most people that are going to be the most affected by all these things will be women. Because woman is going to be the prey. Women, children, little girls, young girls, yeah, old men, old woman, yeah. If you don't have no protection, it even talks about men that's gonna hold their loins like they're like in labor. The people that gonna owl, like, yeah. That's how bad, like they're gonna feel, they're gonna be, right? Nor be from okay, let's start 20 again. For all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of their scourges. No, they don't care. They're careless. They're careless. They don't care. Who cares? YOLO. You only live once. Behold, virtue shall be so good cheap on earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good cases, and even then shall evil grow upon the earth, the sword, famine, and great confusion. When that great confusion is gonna come is when the famine of the word is gonna come also. Because when the famine of the word is gonna come, a lot of people they're gonna travel from whatever spot from the earth to another spot and stuff, trying to find the word, but the prophet shall not talk anymore. There won't be no prophet talking, because it would be too dangerous. It would be stupid to talk about this, about this for now, because all of this will be outlaw. We know it, right? Verse 23. Verse 22. For many of them that dwelt upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, like like poop. and there shall be no one to comfort them. There's going to be too many dead people. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. Right? The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them fruit? Right? Nobody. Because there would be too many dead people, dead bodies, right? The grape shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all the places shall be desolate of man. See? Desolate of man. So that one shall desire to see another, and to hear his voice, right? For the cities, right? For of a city there shall be 10 left. 10 people left in a city, and 2 of the field which shall be, right, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the cliff of the rocks. That's how bad it's gonna, that's how dangerous it's gonna be. People are gonna hide themselves in cliff of rocks, thick groves, stuff like that. Yeah. Let's go back to the video and then
to have a hangout session with the chandelier. And I'm so happy I have my kids, because I just don't know what I would like. It's just baffling to me, because the whole time, even with evidence, she just kept denying and denying and denying and denying. And I don't know if I did something wrong. I don't know if I was never supposed to know in the first place. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know I didn't want this to happen. I didn't want to not have my kids, not to have their mother.
Another question. Married men, should you be asking your wife or children to take DNA tests? It's so offensive, but at this day and age, you probably need to. And because there's too many Nicki Minaj's, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B's out there doing everything they do, all up on this fans only cash app, whopping, popping, snapping, tapping, booty. They throwing it out there, bro. A husband should somehow work his way around, I don't know, swab her mouth, stick your finger in her mouth and then put it on a Q-tip and go take a DNA test and then tell them to match it with the kids. That way she won't even know. But you need to find out, man. No man wants to spend his whole life in deep love, going to work every day, supplying the needs of his woman, giving her his everything, and then find out she was giving her everything to someone else, and all that you have is not even yours. Ooh, baby. The audacity for a woman to be in a marriage, pinning the kids on a husband, but out slinging coup de cat with men in the streets. She was so hurt by him finding out that she committed suicide on a chandelier, from what he was explaining. And there are no words for this. People, just have some love in your heart. Have some respect and kindness. Why would you hurt someone to this degree? She should have gotten out of that marriage a long time ago. Ooh, it makes people like me wonder if I should ever say those words I do again. People are so harsh and so cruel. Do you have any kindness in your heart? You're just out having babies and pinning it on him. He's paying for the kids, sleeping with you every day, kissing you in your mouth. But behind his back, you're out starting a whole new bloodline and lineage that he thinks is his, but it is not. Ain't no telling who the baby daddies are, man. That's, ooh, what a cold world we live in.
Unfortunately, there's about 45-50% of kids, whenever they do DNA tests, that it comes negative. It's not their father. It's sickening. But anyways, Hopefully this lesson have been edifying. All praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle of Great Millstone that teach us this truth. Much love and appreciation to all that come preaching the truth and sincerity out there. Shalom to the hopefully elect.